I think that's a very true statement. It's nice to be friendly with your neighbors, but it's not necessarily necessary to be friends.
Amanda, Jon, Olivia, thank you so much for your time. Season 1. Oh my God. I was like, what's wrong with that person? You know what I mean?
That's such a funny way to say it.
Right? Oh, like crazy, crazy, crazy. I know we're going to have season 2. What can I expect, and what do you think your characters should go for season 2? Jon?
Well, it's season 2. We've finished shooting it. Really deals with a lot of the repercussions and the reverberations of the events of season 1. And it is a fairly small community, and everybody is in everybody else's business and knows. So a sort of seismic event happens like the events of season 1, and it's going to have aftershocks. We also introduce a significantly disruptive figure in the shape of James Marsden's character, who comes in and kind of really disrupts what's happening. So it's prepare to walk in this time next year and be equally out of breath.
Oh my God, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
What's
again?
still wrong with these people?
I know, but in your opinion, like Olivia, do you think neighbors can be friends and friends can be neighbors?
I mean, like I just moved into a new neighborhood, and I did not know how much of a neighborhood guy my husband is. He's like, hey, hi, how you doing? Hey, have you see like Samantha down there? And there's Kelly and Mark who live next door. And I'm like, oh my gosh, stopping and like slowing down the cars to say hi. And we're really lucky because we live in a community where everyone is really close. And so, yeah, like people we've never known before, there's a unity because we're all in the same neighborhood. We were shamed recently. So there's a rule that your garbage bins have to be behind like a wall or tucked away. You can't see them on the driveway. Ours, we needed bigger ones. They don't fit through this doorway. And it's overflowing like so much. And they took a photo and we got the photo like in the mailbox. They're like, you guys aren't allowed to do this. I was like, Jon was like, Olivia, you've turned me so... Did you say?
You got HOA'd.
No.
Homeowners Association got
I know.
you.
Jon was like, this is so embarrassing. But the whole point is that there's like a unity and being like, we're a team. Look, we keep our neighborhood like this and we're all kind of a family.
Well, they say good fences make good neighbors too. And I think that's a very true statement. It's nice to be friendly with your neighbors, but it's not necessarily necessary to be friends.
Yeah, come inviting them to your home, like be friends, like every day. No, Amanda, you always play amazing characters. And what was about Melanie that picked you, or you pick Melanie?
I guess I thought that it was really fun that Jonathan Tropper wrote about a divorcee who is getting on with it and having lots of sex, and who's giving her ex-husband a run for his money. And I like the idea that there was a romantic comedy aspect to these divorcees. So that was sort of what hooked me. And then also just the fact that she's a little bit of a mess herself, and, not the typical suburban wife who's just waiting to be back in his good graces. So I liked that part of it. And obviously having kids makes them
I don't want to just play the wife. And I go, I don't think it's going to be that. And I think that you're in very good hands with Jonathan Tropper, and I think he's going to give you a lot to put on your plate and to do. And Amanda's right in saying, like, there is this kind of romantic comedy to it. There's very funny parts in it. And there's stuff that goes sideways and wrong and stuff. But at the end of it, and I think you see at the end of the first season, there is a real emotional element of that these things are happening to these people who have this family, and it has the potential to be tremendously disruptive to their well-being. And that's where it's not so funny, but it's very real. And I love to get to play those scenes with Amanda because they really do feel like you've earned them over the course of this whole season. To have this moment of going like, you need to deal with this now. And I think that resonates to a lot of people, just shaking your partner and going like, wake up, you have to deal with this stuff.
Exactly. Cannot wait for season 2. You know, that's
Thank
the
you.
time. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
your time. And
Thank you.
I see you guys on season 2. If you like to support or continue to support Jana on Camera, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the videos.